Hey guys, it's Jarek the Gaming Dragon. I'm going to be doing some more Halo Reach, except for this time I'm going to be in Forge, and I'm going to race on this giant track in front of you. Now the name of this one is just Hard Race. I downloaded this off the most downloaded tracks, or most downloaded maps I should say. I don't know who made it, and if you want to find it, you should just look through the most downloaded maps. You'll scan through it and you'll eventually see Hard Race. Other than that, I really can't help you. There's no link to it, obviously. But this is definitely a very hard race, as you see the whole map. This is the whole map right here. I don't know how he managed to get so much in that little area of Forge World, which that little area of Forge World is like larger than most multiplayer maps on other games, which is kind of funny. But very, very long course in just one little section. So that was a little amusing. So I'm going to start racing, and this wouldn't be as near as tricky or hard if the Mongoose's physics weren't fucked as hell. Halo Reach and the Mongooses, I don't know what it is, but it's like they tried to put monster truck physics onto a mongoose. Every time you land, you rebound like crazy, or you'll land and you just like ricochet in a random direction for some stupid reason. I don't know why the suspension is so soft in the Mongooses. It works in the Warthog, but in the Mongoose, just no, it's annoying. And this is definitely a lot more relaxing when you don't have plans to record it. Because then you can fall a million times and it doesn't matter. But when you want to record it, every single time you fall, it just infuriates you even more and more. But as you can see, he pretty much establishes that at the very beginning of the race, this is going to be a tricky race, and it's not going to be the easiest one you can find, and it's very long too. That's the other surprising thing. I don't know how much time and effort this guy put into this, but it's a very long race. There, I just kind of fell and rolled over, and this is what I mean. This map will almost screw you over so many times like that, where you go to flip it over and it almost falls off the edge or something stupid like that. And that's not even part of the Mongoose physics glitches I'm talking about. That was just, you'll get unlucky a lot in this map. This is one of those maps where even if the map itself isn't difficult enough to screw with you, Halo is like, no, you're not going to complete this, fuck you. I'm not going to let you complete this. As I'm just driving into, well, that was just some poor driving by me. Now this teleporter coming up is one of the teleporters where you cannot be driving at any speed. Otherwise, once you go through that teleporter, it'll launch you off the cliff. So you gotta go through it kind of slow. And the first time you race through there, you will always fall off the cliff because you won't realize what you're doing. Now this is another jump where the Mongoose physics, you have to kind of understand what you're doing. If you're using the gas at all, when you land there, generally you'll land in your front two wheels, and your wheels will be turned a little bit. And if you land and have the gas on in any way whatsoever, you just go right off the cliff. Just the way the physics work, I don't know what it is, but they're so broken that if you land that way, it steers you the opposite direction and flings you off the cliff. Now this man cannon specifically, usually, that was actually a really smooth landing for what you'll normally get out of that man cannon. That man cannon will make you do so many flips when you land. And this man cannon here, sometimes this thing doesn't even work. That's the annoying thing. So two things could go wrong in that one spot. For one, if you flip over right there, still on the orange platform, your Mongoose will go through the platform, and you will have no Mongoose. You'll just be screwed. So that's something that's annoying. Or the man cannon just plain won't work. I've had that happen too, where I've driven into the man cannon and nothing happened. Now that jump right there is one of the jumps that can majorly screw you over, because even if you do it perfect like what I did, sometimes you'll land and ricochet to the side off of the ledge for some reason, and I don't know what it is. It's just the way the Mongoose physics are. It's a little bit broken, which can be funny, and I've actually seen some very interesting maps where they make it so they exploit the physics in this game, because everyone knows Halo physics aren't exactly the best. They'll exploit how bad they are to the advantage. Like, they'll make it so that when you land, you'll go launching across the map, and that's what you're supposed to do. And you'll hit a teleporter or do something ridiculous like that, which is actually pretty cool. Now, speaking of that, this map is, like I said, it's very, very tricky, and it's very, very interesting. There is no other map I've ever seen on here that is this sort of a style. Oh, hey, it's Tron. We're on the grid. What was I saying? Oh, right. This is a very different style, very unique style. Whoever made it definitely has likes to make more interesting, different things. I've never seen a race course like this. I've seen some, achievement horse courses, that were there's an example of the freaking physics glitches of the mongoose. And this ramp here, this ramp will fuck you over so hard. Those are one of those ramps where you need full speed, but sometimes when you hit the ramp, it drops your speed down for some reason, and then you won't make the jump, which is really frustrating. Stop using those ramps, please. If you were making a map, do not use that ramp, or make it so that you don't have to go far after you use it, because those things will fuck you up. And what was I saying? Alright, I was saying how different and interesting this map was. Definitely, the guy has a mind of his own, whoever made this. I've seen some achievement horse maps that are interesting and unique and different like this, but I've never seen a full race course like this before. So this is definitely very cool, very interesting. Also, I am the Christmas Elite with my red mongoose and the green armor. I kind of hate how the Elite's armor. I hate how Forge World in general forces you to be on a team, because if you have Elite armor, red will be like light pink and blue will be like light blue. All the colors are like faded out more on the Elites. I don't know what it is. Not sure why Bungie did it that way, to be honest. Especially since I like my armor. I like the red and brown combination is kind of cool. Oh, this is pretty cool. I thought I was gonna fall off the cliff. I was getting ready to rage when this happened. Landed front flip. Hey, landed on my wheels. Keep going. Yeah. That was one of those moments where I was getting ready to rage, and then I landed, and I was like, dude, that was awesome. I want to do that again. As I was saying before, I kind of hate how Halo Reach, when you're doing the armor options, they don't give you the colors are, one, very limited, and two, they don't give you a black option. Why don't they give you a black option? That's like one of these standard colors that is in everything. I don't care if it's not technically a color, by the way. But here I flipped, and I was trying to figure out a way how to flip this without it going off the cliff, and flipped it that way. Just got lucky that it didn't go off. I didn't want to screw myself that close to the end of the race. Anyway, what was I saying? Alright, I don't know why they don't include black as the armor, because I totally wanted my my armor to be red and black, which fit. But I had to settle for red in the dark brown, which is somewhat close to black, but you know, it can never match the true black, which is a little annoying and a little frustrating, but whatever. Not going to complain too much because of that. It's just the colors of armor. I guess looks aren't really what matters when it comes straight down to it. The gameplay does, and I'll resist from complaining about that. Anyway, I'm coming up to the end of the racetrack here. It's the long straightaway, and I just floor it. Once I reach over that little bump, I floor it, and I'm like, yes, I can see the end of the course. I'm finally about to beat it, and this was after, you know, 30 minutes of just falling to my death over and over and over again. So you don't know how good it feels to finally complete something like that, and you want to record it. So at the end, I'm just like, woo, I'm going to do my victory donuts. Yeah. I feel like I'm a cop eating my donuts on a mongoose. Then I just crash into the other mongooses, drive over here, and then the Arab inside of me comes out a little bit. Celebration explosion, followed by suicide. Then when I spawned, the mongooses actually do this quite a lot, where they're just kind of like break dancing on their side. And I just kind of looked at it and I'm like, what are you doing? Just watch it. I'm like, hey, stop it. Stop it. And you will be punished for your breakdancing. Only I can breakdance. I can't really breakdance. Closest to breakdancing I can do is fighting. Anyway, so there's the hard race, and I'll see all you guys next video.